Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a quick video on a couple new lights that I've picked up. These are two new, at least new to me, they've been out for a while, two new Niticores, and these are both part of the Explorer series. I previously did a video on the EC2 model. This is the 18650 or 2CR123 model. And what I have here is the EA1, which is 1AA, and then I have the EC1, which is 1CR123. So I just wanted to see what the different type of form factors they had, and what different uses I could find for them, based on their smaller size. So essentially, what we have output wise with the EA1 on your standard alkaline nickel metal hydride battery is going to be 180 lumens, and then your standard output is going to be 280 for the EC1, because you're going to be using a 3 volt CR123 instead of the 1 point whatever volt AA the EA1 is going to use. So standard default, you're going to get about 100 more lumens out of the EC1. You're also going to get a little bit more throw distance, 141 meters compared to 109 meters. You're going to get a little bit more runtime on the EA1 at the lower settings. So that's basically all I need the boxes for. So here are the lights. As you can see, they are very nice and compact. I love these things. The Explorer series that Nitecore does is just absolutely awesome. All the features that they have built into this tiny and very cheap and affordable light. You got a lot of quality for not a lot of price. I love the features that these lights have. So let's just run through it quickly. I'll use the EA1 as kind of a model here. So basically, as you can see, you have a red LED status blinking. It just blinks all the time to show you that there's a battery in there, which is kind of useful. If you have this setting on a shelf or something at night and you need a flashlight and it's pitch black, and that blinking light will kind of guide you to it. That'll also work well for camping, or if it's in the bottom of your pack and you can't see it. I'm sure that blinking light would help you find it. Also, that red LED has a secondary function which turns it into a solid LED, and that actually is pretty useful. It throws a decent amount of light. It's not gonna light up a room, but it'll light up 3-4 feet in front of you. You want to read something, it'll be good enough for that. And I'm sure the battery life is quite good using just this. So you can switch that on and off by pressing the mode button when the light is off. Then you have this on-off button, and that's gonna turn on the main LED. So now that you have that on, you're gonna go through the 4 different output settings by pressing the mode. So there's the lowest, press it again, next highest, and then there's your highest. So it's pretty nice. You got a very nice low lumen output. This is going to be the output that's going to get you the 80 hours, I'm assuming. Also, from off, if you double press, if you hold down for 2 seconds on off, that'll get you into the emergency strobe. And then also, from when the light's on, if you hold down the on-off button for 2 seconds, you'll see how it blinked. Now you have the red status LED blinking. That just blinked once, and it blinked 3 more times, meaning that I have 1.3 volts left in this battery, which is pretty low. And it's on lockout mode now, so if I press either of these buttons, it's not going to do anything. In order to get it out of lockout mode, I'm going to need to hold down the on-off button for another couple seconds, and that gets it back out of lockout mode. So I mean, head-wise, the heads on all of these lights are exactly the same size. They have exactly the same features. Obviously, the only difference between these two are the bodies. The EC1 has a little bit wider body, obviously because the CR123s are wider than the AA's, while the EA1 has a longer body because the battery is a little bit longer. So they're both compact, but in their own, unique ways. EC1 is nice because it's got the shortest overall length. EA1's nice because it's the thinnest, even though it has the same thickness in the head. You can even see next to the EC2 how much larger the EC2 is over the EC1 and the EA1. And actually, sadly, my EC2 no longer functions. I'm not sure if it was a defective unit or if I just, abused it. I went kind of cave exploring over the summer in Ecuador, and it entailed, swimming and wading through water. And essentially, I left this in a side pocket in my swimming shorts. So it was probably underwater while I was standing in the water for, I don't know, around an hour or so, and I also did a little bit of diving. Anyways, the water kind of leaked in through the seal around the lens, and it worked for a little bit, but now it's just totally dead. It's alright, it's probably my fault. Probably exposed it to too much constant submersion. But yeah, these things are awesome lights. And another great thing about these lights is that you do not need to use the just regular AA or the regular CR123. You can use, in the EA1, a rechargeable 14500. This is a lithium powered AA, and what this is going to do is raise your voltage to 3.6 volts. So it's going to double the voltage, and it's essentially probably going to double or more than double the output. So with this battery, it's going to probably be pushing around 400 lumens on the high setting. You're likely going to have a little bit less runtime on the high settings. This is I believe, it's a 900 milliamp battery. But it's nice because it's totally compatible with both. So you can use your cheap disposable, 1 point whatever volt low powered AA's, or you can use these high powered AA's to get you the extra throw. And in the EC1, you can use the standard 3 volt CR123s, or you can use what I'm using in here right now is rechargeable. This is a 3.6 also 3.6 volt 880 milliamp lithium ion. So this one's not going to be as dramatic of an increase in output over the EA1 because we're only going up 0.6 volts on the output, but it's still going to get you probably close to 400 lumens. So they turn into really nice, compact, very decent throwers when you use those rechargeable lithium ions. And it's just all around, I think these things are one of the best purchases you can make as far as flashlights go. for the features that you're going to get, and just for the price and the quality. You can find both of these lights right here, actually all three of these lights, for under 40 bucks. The EA1 I paid 32 bucks for, $32. I paid 38 or 40 for the EC1, and I see that you can get the EC2 for around 35 to 37 bucks. So you can actually get that cheaper than the EC1. I imagine that's because the EC1 is probably pretty popular due to the size of it. But if you want one that's going to put out the most amount of light, it's definitely going to be the EC2, especially if you put in an 18650. That thing pushes probably around 500 to 600 lumens. It's definitely a bright light, but then again, it's a little bit larger, but it's still really small. So that's the EC1 and the EC or the EA1. Like I said, they're great lights. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.